What is up guys, it's your boy Solheim here, back with another Wrath of the Lich King Classic gold making video for Phase 3. So Phase 3 just came out, let's be real, it's pretty much a Phase 4 waiting room, but if you are excited for Phase 3, it just came out right now, and even though Phase 3 doesn't really give us too many new things to talk about, it gives us a couple of newsworthy things when it comes to gold making. So today we're covering those things, we're covering what came with Phase 3, what kind of gold making and gold farming possibilities Phase 3 brings with it, and I'll also give you a TLDR or an update on my investments and which ones I'm selling and which ones I'm actually keeping for later down the line. First off, Phase 3 introduces one very big thing for gold making, and that is epic gems. This gives you several different gold making avenues. Now number one, you can use your dual crafting for example, to then cut those epic gems and sell the finished cut ones, and get an upsell based on crafting the ones that are in demand. Now secondly, alchemists can do this to make some passive gold by transmuting these epic gems as well. So for example, let's take a look at Cardinal Ruby. For this one you need Eternal Fire and also Scarlet Rubies. Eternal Fires are currently on my server selling for anywhere between 20 and 27 gold, I believe right now it's about 26. But between 20 and 27 gold is the current price for Eternal Fires, and then you have Scarlet Rubies selling for just about 35 gold. So overall, the current cost to craft an epic gem is sitting at about 60 to 65 gold on my server. And then taking a look at Cardinal Rubies, they're selling for about 160 gold, giving alchemists a daily profit of roughly 100 gold just by buying the materials needed, then crafting this epic gem and selling the epic gem. Based on all you have to do is just buy the materials, craft the gem, and alchemists can do this on a 20-hour cooldown, so pretty much once every single day. So yeah, that's going to give you some passive gold as well if you really want to, and I do believe this is going to create some extra gold making stuff later down the line. People could pick up alchemy on several alts and just make passive gold that way. 100 gold per day might not sound like the most amount of gold, but over a month that is about 3000 gold, and on EU right now a WoW token is about 8000 gold. So if you have 3 characters, all with alchemy, you can log in once every single day, get 300 gold profit every single day, 9000 gold per month, and then effectively play the game for free just by logging in and doing 3 crafts every single day. So when you think about things in that perspective, it's actually pretty insane. Now, one of the investments I've been talking about a lot for Phase 3 that I've been doing since the launch of Wrath of the Lich King is titanium ores. Now, based on me talking about it as much as I have and everyone knowing it's going to be useful in Phase 3, I was not even expecting prices to go up that much. They have been sitting at roughly 2 gold for a long time in Wrath, both in Phase 1 and Phase 2. They've been sitting at about 2 gold per piece for titanium ores. They've been going up a little bit, then down a little bit, and when we got the vendors coming in before Phase 3 for honor points and also the emblem vendors as well, the prices went down even more. Now, all of this being said, the prices spiked up a lot when Phase 3 came out. Right now, they're sitting at about 10 to 14 gold per titanium ore on my server, so I'm definitely happy considering I've been buying them for 2 gold per piece, and I'm sitting on 8000 titanium ores. So based on that, I can turn about 16,000 gold into over 100,000 gold, which is not too bad when you consider the return on that investment. So titanium ores definitely worth selling right now if you ask me. I do believe they're going to be crashing down again because a lot of people are in fact selling them right now. I mean, personally I'm sitting on almost 10,000 titanium ores, and I know people are sitting on way more than I personally am. I'm a small fish in this market, like I'm just sitting on 10,000. There's people sitting on over 50,000 titanium ores, so the supply is going to last for quite some time. But here's what I have to say. It can crash while people are selling the supply they currently have, but when the current supply dries up, prices might spike again. So what could be worth doing here is sell your titanium ores right now and buy them in the middle of Phase 3 before Phase 4 comes out, because when Phase 4 comes out, people need all the gems over again for their ICC gear. That's just a theory that I personally have, so do your own research on that one, but definitely worth considering. Now, if you want updates on my personal gold making journey as well as other people as well, and also just a full-fledged gold making guide for Wrath of the Lich King Classic, I have in fact made a gold making guide for Wrath Classic, which you can check out through the link down below. Now, the good thing here is that this is a big document for gold making, covering both investments, gold farms, and how to make gold with professions, plus you get access to a private Discord community, where we're talking about gold making constantly. We're talking about gold farming, we're doing updates on investments, what we're selling, when we're selling, and all of our plans as well. So if you are serious about gold making, that guide is definitely worth checking out, plus getting access to that community is just awesome as well. You can also use the code Solheim to get that for half price, and the link is once again down below in the video description. Now, all of this being said, there's one more thing that I do want to talk about today, and that is when alchemists can start transmuting epic gems and get roughly 100 gold profit every single day. I personally believe a lot of people will set up some of their alts with alchemy if they haven't already. You have to remember, we just had Joyous Journeys, which people use to level up a bunch of alts, which they now have at level 80. Now, Joyous Journeys just went out right before Phase 3 came out, so people have probably not picked up professions just yet, they have just been leveling their alts and getting ready for Phase 3. Now, when you can get 100 gold profit per day, like I just said, if you have 3 alts with alchemy, that means you're getting 1 WoW token every single month, effectively allowing you to play the game for free, just by having 3 alchemists and logging in once per day on every single character. Doing a craft takes you like less than 1 minute per day, and you can then play the game effectively for free, right? So I think a lot of people will be setting up their alts with alchemy, and the thing here is that a lot of those herbs are currently very cheap. So what I'm personally considering doing here is buying a lot of herbs used in skilling up alchemy, and reselling them later in Phase 3, or like in a couple of weeks, or maybe even a couple of months. I just think herbs from both Vanilla WoW and TBC specifically, because the Wrath ones are constantly being farmed, but you don't see a lot of people going back to Vanilla zones or TBC zones just to farm herbs. So if people will be skilling up alchemy to take advantage of this passive gold making opportunity, then you can definitely see a huge increase in demand for herbs from older expansions. Now, once again, what I'm referring to here is Vanilla WoW herbs and TBC herbs. So I'll specifically be looking into those markets, and once again, I could be making some updates on that in the Goldmaking Discord server for the gold guide as well if you want further updates on that project, but it's just something that I personally am considering. I will probably also be using some of the herbs to skill up some alchemists myself, because alchemists are actually incredibly useful. You can use them to make a lot of gold for the remainder of Wrath through this epic gem transmute, and having alchemy alts is also very useful in Cataclysm, for those of you who are planning to stay around until Cata. Either way, that's just a gold making update for Phase 3, hopefully you enjoyed the video, and hopefully you're able to make a lot of gold in Phase 3 of Wrath. Either way, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, leave a sub, and let me know in the comments down below how you are currently making gold. Please don't say the WoW token. Either way, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again very soon.